A cancel mob lasts 72 hours. Your response to the mob will last in the minds of ordinary consumers in the marketplace for years. Don't react hastily to placate a mob that already hates you and in turn anger the silent majority who thinks mobs are stupid and acquiescence is cowardice. Join me today for a discussion of cancel mobs and how intellectual property and other strategies, particularly legal strategies, can be used to fight back. My name is Kyle Graves. I'm an intellectual property lawyer. You can find my content at kylewgraves.com and on all the podcast apps and platforms. So, imagine this scenario. You are a productive adult human. You're an effective member of society, and as such, you have values, attitudes, and beliefs that inform the choices that you make, guide your discretion, and assist you in wisely ordering your life. Some people disagree with these beliefs. Whether because of ideology or culture or simple preference, they simply have different beliefs. In a free society, a society of voting agentic equals endowed by a creator with unalienable rights, we discuss, disagree, and we govern. But the incident that led you here to my content today did not happen in the halls of civil society. This incident happened online. The internet, where those seething at the self-wrought failures of their own lives, those angry about their ineffectual lack of power, those with myopically small worlds can project onto you all of their anger over systems and institutions that have nothing to do with you, and then in you find an outlet to depersonalize, strawman, and then destroy. The internet is home to weirdos. While you were working, they were marinating in the most bizarre niche obsessions online. While you were raising your children, they were lost in a fantasy. While you were building a legacy of intergenerational love, purpose, and wealth with your spouse, they were fuming at words on the toy computer app they volunteered to look at. In a fevered delusion of meaning in a fantastical mythology of narcissism, the internet horde decided that you right there, deserve to be canceled. You said words on a computer toy app people volunteer to look at. Maybe you took a political stand that something between 49 and 51% of our country agrees with precisely. Maybe you told a hilarious joke that made a tiny cohort of mentally ill degenerates very briefly feel the pangs of conscience for their disgusting reprobate behavior. Maybe you aroused the jealousy of someone by just being awesome on the computer. Or maybe you found a cluster of mentally ill and boorish people. Whatever the cause may be, the cancel mob is interested in you and your business. Now, a mob of deranged crybabies feverishly mash teeny tiny little buttons on their tiny little plastic keyboards in a Prozacian fit of indignation, begging that you, a real person, be fired from your job, SWAT teams attack your home, weird things happen in your yard, or various other asymmetric outcomes. This is the modern phenomenon of cancellation. And if you can't tell, I'm a little bit aggravated by it. Those with little to lose spend a token amount of effort to placate their emotional incontinence, and then systems and institutions accustomed to real issues, real people, and the real world overreact, hurting you. Employers react hastily, not out of a commitment to values, a shared ideology with the mob, but fear. Short-term thinkers, unfamiliar with the media hype cycle, are afraid of the mob, and so they give in to the mob, and you suffer. Before we get into the law, before we explore options to fight back or resist the mob, however may be appropriate for your situation, the number one thing you can do when facing the cancel mob is to never, ever, ever apologize. The cancel mob is not a school of sharks, predating with a taste for blood. The cancel mob is a herd of chickens. I've spent my whole life raising chickens. I know a little bit about how chickens act, and the cancel mob is a herd of chickens. Chickens are largely fearful animals. Chickens are followers. Chickens are easily distracted. But once chickens have a taste for blood, particularly blood on another chicken, they will kill that chicken through a fusillade of annoying pecks. En masse, the annoying pecks slowly wear down and kill. The cancel mob is a herd of chickens, and when you apologize, you are offering that first taste of blood. When you fire the employee who said the offensive thing, you're not earning honor, you're humiliating yourself in subjugation to anonymous strangers. Never apologize, never acquiesce to their demands. If you present a hard target, they will burn out in rage and move on. The cancel cycle is 72 hours long, but the impression you make in the minds of the silent majority, the honorable cohort of normal people who still realize that the internet is pretend, this impression can elevate your brand in unexpectedly positive ways. So, in this series of videos, we're going to talk about the cancel mob and how to use these nonsensical buffoons to your benefit as an individual, as a representative of a business, and ultimately as the representative of a brand that has meaning in the minds of an ordinary consumer.